So yeah, lots big universe. It's a big place,
But
but that doesn't help us.
But they're on a safe one, aren't they? Because nobody's ever going to prove them wrong.
Exactly.
Well, that's funny because if all the stars do start going out and we've got a powerful enough telescope, we're going to start freaking because we're going to think Galactus is coming.
So I thought it was a pretty good thought experiment. Is that if you could get, because you notice that we're all talking about seeing planets on like far away, and we've got the JWST up there now, and they can actually, they can almost see planets now from a far distance. So if there's a technology out there, if there's aliens out there that are advanced enough to get their what's the word for it? Their detail. They can get high detail even from long distances, that they could possibly be looking back at us and seeing dinosaurs.
Exactly, but
How good would that be?
That theory though is flawed, isn't it? Because if you look up in the sky and you can see Andromeda, the galaxy, the nearest galaxy, it's fuzzy, but you can see it.
Yeah,
that light has taken 2.5 million years to touch your eye. So if it blows up, if it's blown up today, we won't know for 2.5 million years.
That's right.
So how can the James Webb be seeing planets? Because
it could be seeing planets. In what it does is it only sees the light from that far away.
Yeah,
it's not actually seeing them as they are now.
It's
so it's seeing them as they were.
It's the same
many
thing.
Millions of years ago, or hundreds, whatever. It's seeing back in the past. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Betelgeuse to blow up and be bigger than the moon or something in the daylight.
That would be cool. That would be cool to see. Yeah.
Which means it blew up when Henry VIII was on the throne.
Aye.
We are safe though, because I saw a video yesterday from a girl who said she was with the CERN collider, and they all know that the planets are aligning right during this period, and they're not turning CERN on just in case.
Hold on, I've got to nip out and get a paper so that I can read my astrological star chart today. Is that right?
There you go. Yep.
Jeez.
Well, those old civilizations were keeping track of the stars for some reason.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything better to do. None of them had jobs.
Could be it too. They were done hunting and gathering. They said, "Oh, what's up there? Well, let's go."
What are we going to do now? There's no TV. There's no YouTube. Let's look at the stars.
There's no TV and no YouTube. But look outside. There's a big monolith on the hill.
What's that all about? There's some ape throwing his bone in the air.
Come on in, folks. We see you out there. We're glad you're here. Thanks for putting up with us. This is Astrology Today. No, this is Comics by Night. Sarah's already in the house saying hello.
Sarah.
You guys are gabbing in the background, aren't you? LOL. Yeah, we were.
The best part of the show's at the beginning, Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah, let's hide. And when they turn up, we both jump out and shout, "Surprise!" This is Glenn.
Sarah.
Yes, I concur. And Matt Black Gaming, thank you. Yeah, why does Ruth have the light shining up from the bottom of his face? Some mass murderer planning his next kill.
It's because I have awful lighting in here.
That's the latest Trump portrait that all of the media is running with. Has got that lighting coming. I said, that's villain lighting.
God, I'm so... Look, to everyone out there, like, just stop it with the politics, please. Just get on with life. God.
OMG, who threw their bone in the air? LMAO.
Oh, Sarah, you've got a mind like a gutter.
Stanley Kubrick. Folks, I'm running this little banner along the bottom in case you want to buy the Atlantean or the Shadow Kingdom. They're available over at Amazon. If you use those links,
ching ching,
a little bit of money goes into the Arrow Comics coffers. Little, but we'd appreciate it. And anyway, that Luke has set up a Amazon link, and if you use those links down there, they work. I tried them earlier today, just a few minutes ago. So it's a great way to buy the book and help us out. Not just buying our book, and we get money from that, but also that little bit of money from Amazon for sending you over there. So deeply appreciate it. Go over there and take a look. The Atlantean and the Shadow Kingdom, where Russ and I are both very proud of it, and we hope that you get over there. We'll have a link up there shortly for Hatch annotated as well, just so Glenn doesn't have to jump off camera again. Anyway,
I should think so too.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks for being here. We're going to run the opening, then we'll get things underway. Make sure you stick around for the end of the broadcast because we have some very important news to announce. Very important news. Here we go.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
There we are. Thanks a lot for stopping by, folks. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work at Arrow Comics or use those links down below. Like I said, you can find the Shadow Kingdom or the Atlantean there. There's all sorts of other Arrow comics available. We're looking at getting on Global Comics soon, so you can read us digitally as well as a few other places. We're hoping to have a store up over at Fund My Comic here shortly, where you can get a bunch of our other Arrow Comics products. And also over there, Hatch Annotated over at fundmycomic.com, and brought to you by Mr. Glenn Fleming, who's right here next to me. Glenn, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. And relevant to the news and President Trump's new order, check those out. Can you get that?
There we are.
Cross-sell.
Relevant to this show, I wrote a book about my trip to see the great Jack Kirby at his home in 1988 and 2001 and 1991. That's a richly illustrated book that I wrote about him. So check that out. That's on New Haven Press, and it's also on Amazon. If you go to Fund My Comic, you'll be able to see my character Hatch. This is a book about his story of how he came to being, with lots of pencil work in and lots of artwork and published and unpublished artwork, all kinds of stuff. Just check that out. And sometimes, occasionally, I publish Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics. And you get all those on Amazon. Working on issue 15 now.
Great. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Russ Leach. I am a comic book artist from the UK, currently working on the Atlantean. One of our call signs was Tits and Dragons, but there's too many tits, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to cover them up with hair so that I can make sure that it's going to be universally accepted. It's got to be friendly to everybody. So I'm afraid I'm just going to have to cover those boobs up a little bit with some long hair. But that's the way things go in the barbarian world of the Atlantean. If you want to check out the Atlantean, exactly as Randy has said, check out those links below. We're really, really proud of what we've done. There's lots of people now really interested in what we're doing. We're getting great reviews. If you have given us a review on the Twitter, on the X, then we'll probably feature that in the next issue as well. We're really big into that idea of having a community of people like it used to be back in the old days with Marvel and Stan Lee and all the rest of it. So do leave us a review, drop that on the Twitter, and put my call sign in there, and I'll pick that up. So find out more about that, find out more about the production of issue 2. It's on its way. We will be crowdfunding in March on Fund My Comic exclusively. And you can find out all about that in the newsletter by signing up to my email list over at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list for all things Atlantean. There you go.
We're even getting fan art, which is pretty amazing. I don't know if you can call it fan art because it's such a professional looking piece. It's just
yeah. We have a guest pinup artist, and I'll release his name in the next newsletter. He's done us a fantastic piece. I'm waiting for the inks on that. Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
So, it may be, and I'll announce this here. but it's going to be restricted, and we're not going to be able to answer everyone. We're only going to be able to respond to the one person that we use. But it may be that we open that back page up for artists who want to contribute if they're interested. So we'll see how that develops. But certainly this second issue, we've got that wonderful piece of pin-up from that artist. And we're just getting lots and lots of great responses. So sign up, russleach.com email list.
All right. The INCAL 2, folks. Joforowski and Moebius. INCAL 2. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, nice. That's it. Nailed it.
Perfect. Got it. Let me wipe out my name here, and we will get it rolling.
Zim's enough. Look at that. Zim's fine. It's not going to be in the way.
Yeah, it's still not. Oh, I got to go fix my Facebook page, too. Forgive me. Transparency is the key, and wonderful Facebook keeps making us private on my page.
So I just seen from Sarah that is Brian in surgery?
I had no idea. No.
I had no idea. She just said, I believe BKM. I think that's Brian and Cookie. Obviously, Brian is going into open heart surgery as we speak.
Oh, so my goodness.
Did not know that. Yeah, wish him all the best and hope to see him again real soon.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
he does okay. So. Yeah, Sarah says, my mind dug the gutter like a chain gang.
You know it.
LOL. Yeah. By the way, Brian K. is going into open heart surgery as we speak. Well, we wish him the very best. Cookie will be posting updates some hours later on today.
Well, that puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Keep them in your thoughts. Absolutely. Babbling baby. She says, babbling baby. Absolutely. Man, I hope he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Jump back here. Halder's in the house. Hail, Halder. Black Matt.
Thanks for the tweet, Halder.
That's a selling point. It would go viral among the kids at school. Keep them in. He's
talking about the boobs.
Them boobs. Yep. You'd eventually find a copy in a brush down in the woods. Yeah.
With the pages stuck together.
Yes. Starting. It's too easy to jump up online anymore.
Yeah.
No Pablo today. Someone needs to go and wake him up. You mean Pedro?
Oh, Pedro, we love you.
Can't even begin how that must feel. I hope he gets well soon. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a perfect baby. Always knows what to say. Yeah. But what I have to say. There we are. INCAL 2, folks. We're going to pick up where we left off. Just a little ways in with this.
Oh, it's the Transformer guy again.
Yeah.
Daryl looking robot.
The guy off the Black Hole, Disney's The Black Hole.
Yeah.
Max.
Maximilian. Quickly, Maximilian. We must go.
Crystal Forest. Here's our lineup of characters.
What's he putting on his head? Is he putting that thing on his head, or is he just holding it up in front of him?
I think he's grabbing it and flying off with it. It's a little star he dug up out of the ground there. Yeah.
This is that.
Has he got like a really? Sorry, has he got like a really tiny head?
I think so.
I think that is his head. If you look, he's got no head. Just a couple of eye sensors or something.
He's got a couple little horns here and an antenna. Little tiny.
Oh, he's got like a really flat head.
Yeah. He's a horny robot.
Like a screw.
Robot. Yeah.
I hate those flathead screws. They're always slipping.
We said this artwork was a bit strange, didn't we, last week? It's not got that much detail in it like it normally does.
No, but it does look more akin to the kind of Moebius I remember as a young man. I mean, we've been on a bit of a journey. I've seen such a variety of styles from Moebius in the last few months that we've been looking at this stuff. It's incredible.
It's like we've looked at 5 different artists all
It
at the same
is. It really is. I mean, the guy's is genius level.
very much.
I need to. I have now reassessed my opinion of him as an artist. I was like, I liked it, but it was okay. But after seeing the variations, especially in the cowboy stuff, he's up there. He's totally up there. He's fantastic.
Scooch that back just a hair. There we are.
Oh, leave it alone. There's nothing wrong with it at the beginning.
We're still good. Here we are.
Welcome, everybody. You're watching three old men bitching at each other.
Boom.
You see, if I'd have seen this first as Moebius's work, I wouldn't have been that impressed, I have to say.
No, it's not. Yeah, when you consider the other stuff we've looked at, this isn't top 5, is it? I do like the way he's done that top panel there on the right-hand side. No, the right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that one. So I don't know if that's an explosion or just a blast. They seem to be, and they're almost silhouetted, but they're not. They've just got like these color grads on them.
It's a group of crystals here that are putting light.
It's good.
And putting everyone to sleep at the same time.
Ooh.
While they get visited by a flying whale in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that spaceship that's got 70s album covers.
Oh, yeah.
Written all over it. It's just great. I love it. Volume of it.
Yeah, more information on Brian. Details should be on his page. I'll look. It was going to be a minimal invasive valve replacement originally. Going to hop over, look for a post since I'm not really on Facebook usually. Let us know, Sarah. He's going to be
young people don't do Facebook, eh?
Yes.
It's just old people, us people.
More and more robots every day, apparently. Spreading all sorts of wonderful information. And some straight-on storytelling here. Moving that plot along. Little tank.
I don't like the colors.
Yeah, again, I think it's because they're now colored on this bright, shiny gloss paper that it's different from when the original intention on the coloring. Nice crystals.
This kind of I remember in the late 80s, early 90s when they started doing these sort of high quality products with this really lovely glossy paper. Even that back then it didn't work for me, and it reminded me of there was a guy at school, and every year he'd have a brand new pair of football boots, but he still couldn't play. So this shiny stuff doesn't do doesn't do it any good. Do you understand what I mean? Somebody's printed a nice shiny stock and they think it'll look great, and it doesn't, because part of the charm is the crappy paper they used to print them on.
Yep. Sarah says she doesn't do Facebook very much because of the political junk. Yeah. Yep. Can't say as I blame you.
As the Guggenheim.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Do we know when this was drawn? Is it the 70s?
I think it was 79, wasn't it? Copyright on it is 83, 85, and 88. It's printed in 88. This version was. So it was 83 to 85.
Right.
It's all serialized by the chapter in issues of Metal Hurlant.
Yep.
Originally. That must have been a crazy magazine when it was coming out. I mean, originally, all of this wonderful sequential art. Why they did heavy metal. There's our girl again. Only this time she's got pink hair. Looks like.
It's got pink hair, said if it's time.
Yeah. It's a nice overhead shot here.
Yeah.
Two of them really. It's trying to get that shape out, I think, people.
Well, very strange, isn't it? Very strange.
Meant to be unusual, I think. Joforowski at work here, doing the writing. Just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Chapter 5, the portal of transfiguration.
This is no detail. No cross-hatching and very little.
Yeah. Just letting the color do a lot of work. Yeah.
Oh, it's very odd. But at least the letterings fit in the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Let it Baron, I give you the INCAL, because in truth, you are his father. No. That double pyramid shape that we saw on the floor earlier.
John DeFool.
Matt Black says the left page looks like a manual on how to build something. Very basic. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That's how to build a paper aeroplane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. John DeFool.
Sun Moon's father is indeed the man who holds the bright INCAL. Or INCAL. It is you, John DeFool, me, its father, but it's impossible. How? Why? Let me see the two pyramids mix.
Wow. Guys watching the TV there. They have that typical sort of a Tintin Hergé, Tintin Hergé style with that nose, don't they?
Yeah. Dots for eyes.
Yeah.
They look to the tank fell over.
Wow.
That's it. Those vibrations are in phase. It's over. It's all over.
Look at that. He says, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm going to throw up. And we can't even change channels. Brilliant.
The little, their heads are tilted and the balloon here is tilted.
Yeah, and I'm going to say the one now, the one above it is tilted as well. That's upside down where that tank is falling off.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Wow.
Merging into that 6-pointed star shape we saw dug into the floor there earlier.
I think that's crying out for some Kirby Crackle, that first panel on that right-hand page.
Here.
Some Kirby Crackle on it. No, on the right-hand page. The right hand.
Over here.
Yeah, that first panel needs begging for some Kirby Crackle.
I'm an artist. It's right and left are, especially this early in the morning. They're confusing.
Well, the right's on the right and the left's on the left.
I used to always have to look at my left hand to know right and left. That's where my wedding ring used to be. Yeah.
Well, it didn't have a big L on it.
No. Though I should probably get it tattooed at the rate that I'm going.
Yeah. Trouble is, when everybody's looking at you, they're going to be confused.
Yeah. Lol, yes, Matt Black says. Well, derp, I'm still scrolling through Brian's page for his posting. Well, I'm sure it'll pop up, Sarah. I give up. I can't find it. Ha, he'll be all right. I just wanted to update you guys, but Cookie should be posting about updates earlier on. Well, it is, 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning over there, I believe, where Brian's at. So might be a little early yet. Depending upon when he went under the knife.
Hey, his face on the right there, it's all bloated and red. He looks like he's taking a poop.
Yeah, he looks like he's concentrating there, straining. It's a Martian machine here. Or that droid from Star Wars again. It's really a Karsh. Is it Ikarsh? No, it's 2 C's. Okay, Karsh. Nice bend on that sound effect. Oh, there it says he's in Eastern time, then it's barely 5:30 then.
Look at him strangling that robot.
Yeah. No more. Holovid. No more holovid for you now. No more. Right. He's crazy. They took that big panel. It's probably all filled with French.
Yeah.
Right down to he's crazy.
Sacre bleu.
The holovid's gone crazy.
That's the best comment there. Is this a new commercial? That's just what people do.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, it's not about apes, is it?
Well, it's silenced us.
Get out of your canaps. Face the world outside. Go towards the light. The light. Back watching TV again. It's bottom pane is a little colorful. Probably pretty easy. Yeah.
If I'd have commissioned Moebius to do this story, I'd have been really disappointed with this artwork.
If you were thinking you were getting one thing and you got something else.
Yeah. I'd have to ring him and say, look, did you actually do this? Did you give it to somebody else? Wow, look at that.
They're traveling in space.
What's going on over there?
Something's hiding the sun. Oh, no.
Oh, he's going under the knife at 7:30. Surgery begins. He's out at 11:30. ICU is monitoring.
4 hours.
Oh, Eastern time. Yeah. So that's an intensive surgery there.
Wow.
And that's without any complications. So
That's
hospital time too. Oh, it's this morning. AM.
Oh, right.
It's going in half an hour.
Right.
No. Oh, it's going in at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 7:30 surgery begins. Hour and a half prep time.
Wow.
Get him in a bed and get him get him relaxed. That's what I mean. I was going to say intoxicated, but that's not the word.
It's like I'm going to perform in open
More
heart
coffee.
surgery. Here's a
More
bottle
coffee.
of whiskey.
Yeah. Just to dull the pain. Anesthesia. That's what it is. He's floating through space. Very small stars here. Very dinky. The nice refraction here.
I like the colour
Light.
he's used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the way that he's done almost like an atmosphere around that planet there is the soft. I like that. Very nice.
I recognize it. It's the shadow eggs launched by the technos. Look, it's horrible. It's devouring the sun. You were saying, Glenn?
I don't like the craters on the moon. They don't look like that.
No.
But otherwise, I like the colouring around the sun. That's good.
Yeah. Story notes by Joforowski.
He's still alive, isn't he, Joforowski? Is he about 95 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Just off topic a second, is there any film of Dune, Jodorowsky's Dune?
No.
Did he make any of it?
No.
He didn't make one frame of it?
Not a one.
Right.
He didn't get past conceptual production art.
Right. And why was that?
Nobody wanted to fund it. Everybody
Right,
thought he was nuts. They didn't want to invest. He figured it would cost $125 million, if I remember the documentary right.
And
nobody wanted to spend that kind of money on him.
And that was back in the 80s.
That was back in the late 70s or the mid 70s.
Wow.
When he tried to push that around. But he had all these people lined up to star in it. They were all ready to go.
So it was going to be a live action then?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why it was going to cost so much. They had to, back then, they were doing all those effects practical. So, and it took, Lynch, another 7-8 years to do Dune, to attempt filming Dune.
Yeah.
So that was a movie I had to sit through about 2 or 3 times to really get the story, and then read the book in order to understand everything.
So many missed opportunities.
It's life. Yeah. Lynch never did another high budget movie like that ever again.
Is that because he
was done?
He flopped because they wouldn't give him the money.
I think it was too much of a hassle. He just didn't want to go through it.
And then he went into Twin Peaks. Then did he?
Yeah.
He did Blue Velvet, and then Mulholland Drive was after Twin Peaks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive were after Twin Peaks.
Right.
And the big thing I remember about Twin Peaks is everybody said it was so confusing, but every week when they never did a catch-up scene at the front of the show, but I always knew what was going on.
I've never seen an episode.
I was crazy about it when it was out. Yeah,
I've never seen an episode. I watched every X-Files back then because they were on similar times, weren't they? X-Files came out first, I think. But I just
no.
I don't remember. I don't remember that timeline, but I think X-Files was after Twin Peaks.
It was after, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It was.
Is
everybody's googling now?
Yeah, everybody's googling it up now.
I'm not googling. I think Twin Peaks came out in '90. I think.
Right.
X-Files.
Yeah, X-Files is '93. Yeah.
1990. Yeah, Twin Peaks was.
Right. Okay.
Then there was the film Fire Walk with Me, wasn't there?
Okay. Yeah, X-Files was '93. Yeah.
Maybe it's just that I obviously just wasn't interested in it. That's why. So I got that wrong.
If you get a chance, it's brilliant.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
It's very strange, but it's really good.
Strange.
Fire Walk
Okay.
with Me was 92.
Yeah.
Fire Walk with Me, yeah.
Which is good film as well.
Answered some questions. Yeah. There was
Yeah,
a
maybe I
lot
was
going
just-
on. Yeah.
Maybe you was just busy getting drunk.
Well, it was way too ahead of its time, at least for the American audiences. I know that when they showed it over in Japan, they ate it up like it was candy over there. He was huge over there. Yeah.
Japan just loves all the strange things.
Yeah. But it was definitely different from anything else that was on television at the time.
And then Oliver Stone came along with that really strange one that was a total waste of time. Can't remember what it was called, with a rhino in the swimming pool and all that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was like
Wild Poems.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
it was like he'd sat down and watched David Lynch and thought, "Oh, it's just weird. I'll just throw a rhino in the swimming pool and I'll just do odd things." Whereas if you watch David Lynch's stuff, he is telling you something. You've got to pay attention, you know.
That was the thing with Twin Peaks, is he went around to folks and said, I'm not just throwing oddball stuff in here. Everything means something.
Yeah.
And he had it all figured out, while he was showing it. Wasn't like Lost, where they had to make up the ending at the last minute.
I don't want to give anything away, but you've heard the story of how that guy got to be Bob. Bob the murderer.
Oh yeah, they told him to end the storyline.
No, the guy who plays Bob was actually a sound engineer, and he was lying down by the bed. This guy holding the microphone boom, and they filmed. He's not in the scene. He's the sound man, but he's holding the microphone. He's lying down by the side of the bed. You can't see him. And then the scene happens, and when they watched it back, you could see Bob, the actor, the sound man, holding the microphone in the mirror on the wall. So so instead of David Lynch being, "What the hell is this?" he said, "That's it, you're Bob," and they included it. So this guy got to be a famous sort of actor. He didn't say anything, but he's in it occasionally, and it's the sound engineer.
Brilliant.
It's fantastic.
He sure did run up a lot of people's careers that Twin Peaks did.
Yeah. Kyle MacLachlan.
David Duchovny, one of his first gigs was on Twin Peaks, dressed as a woman. Yeah.
And I like David Lynch in it as well, isn't he? Because he's sort of deaf, isn't he? He's Kyle MacLachlan's boss in the FBI, and he says, Kyle MacLachlan. What's his character called?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been so long.
He rings him up and he says, "Hi, boss. It's Kyle." And David Lynch is the actor. He says, "Hey, Kyle, is that you?" He tells him he's deaf. You gotta watch it. It's dead funny.
Did you see?
I found the secret to Laura Palmer. Have you found the secret to Laura Palmer yet? Sorry, go.
Did you see the Fargo series?
No.
Yes.
I thought they were exceptional. I thought they were very funny. I didn't get on that much with the film, but that first series was hysterical. Really, really good. And the other ones as well. They had a UFO in one of them, and it was just they were great. Really, really good.
Cooper he's called, isn't he?
Dale Cooper.
He calls him Coop.
Kyle. Yeah.
He says, "Hi, boss, it's Cooper." He says, "Is that you, Coop?"
Yeah, deaf.
Sherilyn really Finn, fun. Laura Flynn Boyle was in that from the.
Yeah.
Should we turn the page?
Everett McGill, Jack Nance was in it.
Should we look at some Moebius?
More info. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is better.
This is different.
This is more like
Piper
it,
Laurie.
Yeah.
Russ Tamblyn. Yeah.
He's back on it. He's got the junior off, and he's back on it himself.
Yeah. That's much better.
Is that a Jello man?
Yeah, look how he's coming out of that out of the jello on the third panel there. It's just great.
Sure looks like it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
A couple of lines just lifting him up out of it.
It's like he's covered in mucus or something.
Yeah.
Or he's made of Jello.
Yeah, we're back to exposition again, aren't we?
He's got a big condom on. Yeah.
Condom man. Maybe he was using some better stuff when he did this one.
Found a new stash of
Something.
wonderful
Found some new pencils.
spicy candy. Guest appearance by the Vision.
Yeah.
Just needs a little jewel between his eyes.
Aqua End.
This guy looks happy though. Looks happy to be there.
This is
Someone's been
trippy,
waiting.
isn't it?
It's meant to be trippy.
Like that water, though. Like he's done with that water on the left-hand side there.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, and that left pad, that's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, he's got goofy teeth.
Is that Defoe?
Yeah. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Tendrils and everything.
Yeah. That whole detail there is amazing.
Lovely.
Great stuff.
Oh, it's a big egg. Oh.
And Oratrix.
Harrison Ford? No. Wasn't someone supposed to be Hans, but they just grabbed someone who was working behind the scenes as a grunt and became famous? That's all I know about Star Wars.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about
of the sound guy. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the alternative universe where Star Wars was made in Germany and it's Hans Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo.
Not the Millennium Falcon. It made the Kessel Run 900 parsecs.
Alder says, I haven't seen Twin Peaks, but I watched a couple of YouTube documentaries on the series. Yeah. It's worth looking up if you can find it. I tried to watch The Return on the
they
second
did
run
that,
on,
didn't they?
on
Yeah.
Showtime, and it was a mess. I couldn't follow it for nothing. It's terrible.
Ain't it always the same? Where people, the trouble is, there's so many of these things are lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got executives that go, oh wow, we can make money out of that. Look, it made money the first time. And it's like, no, the whole point is that was then. Make something new.
Yeah. Yep. So I used to think Bud Lightyear was Bud Light for years.
Bud Light for years.
Dear.
And look what happened there.
Yeah, really.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Is that the thing that's blotting out the sun? That big splodge?
Yeah.
It's the egg thing that's eating the sun. Yeah. Nice. Nice bit of size though. Like because obviously the sun is humongous compared to that spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the things it's shooting. Are they missiles it's shooting out?
It looks
They
like
look
little spaceships here.
Freaky.
Yeah. A lot of little detail on it.
Yeah. Very
Shame
cool.
about the panel above, though. The colour's spoilt it, hasn't it? It's
Yeah,
detail.
you know
really
what he's
dark.
going for? He's going for that dim control room feel, but it just seems to be very muddy.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure it's printing on that pretty.
I reckon it's
glossy paper.
reprint. Yeah.
Well.
Ooh.
Oh, kaboom! That's a very wet It's an explosion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, phone's
Oh,
going.
sounds like my phone. Just hang on a second.
Somebody calling you about your car warranty.
We get about 5 of those a day. No, I don't say anything when I answer the phone these days. It's always some crank, and then this just hang up. So I don't know what it is.
Well,
Anyway.
half of them are trying to get you to say yes so that they can
Exactly.
fool other computers. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't
Steal
say
their
anything.
identity.
I don't say anything.
Make sure
Just-
you don't say
I
yes.
don't
and
answer the
then
phone.
affirmative.
I just don't answer it. If it's somebody I know, they'll leave a message or they'll find another way to contact me.
Apparently, BT are going to do away with landlines, so that makes me incommunicado because I don't have a mobile phone.
No, well, my landline isn't even a landline anymore. Now it's just a digital. It's just voice over IP.
Yeah, we tore ours out.
Mm.
I got the cable running outside the house to the pole, all wound up, sitting next to the house. It's had somebody go through and with a crane and snatched it and snapped it, and we didn't use it anyway. So I just rolled it up and stuck it up next to the house.
Just
Sarah says big egg with a bunch of sperm trying to fertilize it with the tendrils. What? This is trippy. OMG, a wet explosion. Just as I was about to start being good.
there's no good for you, Sarah. Just
Answer the phone by saying no. Yeah. Anyway.
Just constant gutter.
But that's why we like you, Sarah.
The only appropriate way to answer a phone is by picking it up and saying "speak,"
which I will do from now
speak.
on.
And if they want to speak, they do. And if they don't, you put it down.
For a while there, we had I think it was a Wendy's commercial. I was picking up the phone, going shipping.
I just shipped the bed.
Exactly.
I think it's funny when you when you do answer it, and they say, "Oh, is that Mr. Fleming, the owner of the house?" And I said, "No, he's not here." "Oh, hi, Mr. Fleming." We're doing.
They just carry on.
Yeah.
Wait, did you
shit my pants?
Anyway,
at the end, just say,
all you have to do is say, "Where'd you
to get him a no?"
They know that they're something illegal. They shouldn't be doing it. Nobody should be calling you at all. Go away, you fool.
just about lose that facial feature there in the color. Just about gone.
Yeah.
Nice drawing. Wish we could see it. Same thing here. It's all that detail. That nice faded tone, and then over here you
just muddy.
Looks like a solid block of color. Yeah.
Oh, different kind of style of technology. I like that. It's changing it up.
It's the mushroom ship. Run. Anyway.
Can't get a lot of people in here. Not mushroom.
This looks like the guys from the Airtight Garage.
Aren't they the guys from the Black Hole? Oh no, they had full face masks, didn't they?
Those guys I said last week from the Doctor Who in the 60s with Peter Cushing in.
Do they all have those black eggs above them?
Yes, they do. Yeah,
that's bizarre.
And the boss has got a big one.
Yes.
I've got a bigger egg than you. That makes me the boss.
That must be what it is. Purple. Mushroom stamped.
Purple.
Maybe he's giving you a clue there with a mushroom.
Could be. Other than that, it's a big push pin.
You want to create images like this? Try this. There's that quirky nose again. This seems to have changed again, doesn't it, from the previous pages?
Getting a little cartoonier.
Yeah. Look at the detail on the ships, and then you turn over and there's no detail again.
Well, they're inside the ships.
There's
a lot of drapery, though.
There's a lot of lines, yeah, but
yeah.
You know. A lot of shouting on that page.
This is stripped down. I was just looking at some Alex Toth character work that reminds me of. Really stripped down line work. That crazy nose. Crystal, my granddaughter. Monsters. Don't dare harm her.
You can see the failure of translation on the second panel with that where the balloon has that space at the bottom and the middle panel on the left-hand page at the top. We see it as so like there's a word missing.
Mm-hmm. Still a little, they could have centered that a little bit.
Yeah, you think they'd drop it down a little, wouldn't you?
Everything's a little tall there, except for this bottom tier. Again, that could be the translation was done in an overlay.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite line up right when they shot it.
It's like quality control, isn't it?
They're back here, they're pretty centered. Well, that's a little off. That's a little off, but the other ones look pretty centered. Yeah.
I bet they gave somebody 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah, there too. And here it's pressing up against the borders. Prison. What do you mean? Yeah. Crazy. And this is before Photoshop, so you can't blame they can't really grab it and move it digitally.
You could get it right though, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Surely whoever's putting it down can see that it's not right.
You would think so. OMG, LMAO. You're killing me, Smalls. That would drive me nuts once I noticed a word was missing. And of course, Russ goes, D's nuts. Poor D.
It's adolescent, but it makes me laugh.
That reminds me, we've got some important news coming up at the end of the broadcast.
Ooh.
You want to give us a clue?
No.
Dog.
Our little dog man is back.
Oh, he's
Dog man.
Coming soon to theaters near you.
Dog man talking about a Hulk.
Cripes, what a Hulk. Kill. Look over there. Something weird's going on. Something weird hasn't been happening in the book this entire time.
Yeah.
Little transparent pyramids. That's cool. Oof. Here we go.
Oh.
Bunch of little Death Stars interconnected.
It's very strange.
Sarah says my local comics shop is selling was selling for a local comic creator. OMGs, it's so painful. I bought his trade paperback of the issues to support them, and the word bubbles were horribly done. Still have it, but yeah. The shouting of the name Crystal reminds me of an episode that happened at school. There was a girl at school, Crystal, who stole a lot of hairspray, who wore a lot of hairspray, caught fire during a chemistry lesson. Oh my goodness. Mr. Wood jumped his table whilst wailing Crystal before bashing her over the head with a fire blanket. We didn't see her again for months afterwards.
That sounds just like a Mr. Wood that I used to have as a teacher, except he used to throw keys at us.
Could be the same Wood.
Yeah, it could be the same Mr. Wood. You never know.
Yeah, we used to get board dusters thrown at us.
Yep,
Like
board rubbers and literally bunches of keys.
Chalkboard eraser.
I think I told you about Mr. Bennett, the music teacher, who whipped Peter Futures around the head with a cane.
Good God.
He'd have got 10 years in jail.
Yeah.
He hit him 4 or 5 times with those really thin canes, you know.
Back then, a lot of those teachers were sadistic.
Yeah. We had a teacher we used to call him Odd Job, because if you were talking and he was behind you, he used to whack you on the back of the neck with it, you know, like the guy in James Bond. Anyway.
Sarah says, oh, Aquanet, bashing her over the head. LMAO. Let's cover her with a quick fire blanket. The teacher or the student, Glenn? Yeah. Sarah says, I'd be laughing my ass off the whole time. That could be why they didn't see her again for months.
Doody-doo. Right, what's next?
Right.
I've seen the balls.
After the little molecules there, boom.
Oh, boom. God.
Boom. There's a boom. It's always a boom.
That's
the Medusa strategy. Oh. That's kind of fun. Floating crystal islands.
very full panels there.
Crowd goes wild here. That's nice.
They've made this look on the explosion panel. I think they made a mistake on the translation. It says, I think this is the end of the planet's sacred core. And I think it's probably said on the translate in French, sacré coeur.
Sacré coeur.
Sacred core. Oh, dear.
Have you any onions?
Elsewhere, forward, let's kill all these pink-skinned worms.
Is that Tintin's sister in the center panel? The little hair flick, the blonde girl. Tintin's sister with a little quiff.
Maybe.
Not really.
I get any free time, I'm scanning that. I'm scanning that panel and posting.
That looks like is it Attila in the
Hun?
Yeah, Attila. It's somebody in the Kirby Avengers early on.
Oh, not Attila the Hun.
Not Attila the Hun, no.
Not Atuma?
Atuma, that's it. Atuma.
Yeah.
The Tuma Matata.
My slime is.
That's why they haven't put Schwarzenegger in the Marvel Universe yet. They were going to have him play that Submariner villain.
All right.
He's kept screaming, it's not Atuma. Sorry.
That's awful.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not a tumor.
I am not a tumor.
There's a bomb in there.
Get to the chopper. Oh dear.
Matt Black says it was like a scene from Backdraft. If my memory serves me correctly, Sarah, we did laugh. At least tried not to laugh, or at least tried not to laugh. When I laugh, trying not to laugh, I start sounding like a retarded seal. I'd be right there with you, OMG.
No.
Nice crowded panel there. A lot of
Yeah,
chaos.
it would be if I could see it. It's just the biggest splotch
Yeah,
of
again.
colour.
The browns and dark greens in this are just overpowering. Here we are again, another great little crowd of lifeboat there.
Look at that bottom panel there. Wow.
Here,
Yeah. Nice
That's
angle. Yeah.
yeah. Again, his ability to show vast spaces here
Yeah.
is great.
I just love the way his flying machines look like they're flying.
Yeah.
Like they look like they're hanging in the air, don't they? It's fantastic. Look at that, the spaceship, that aircraft you just pointed to. The front of it with on that beak looks like the pilots.
Yeah.
In the next panel.
Oh yeah. Yep. Must have like a crab claw look to him. Then slitty eyes.
Yeah.
I bet he was influenced a lot by Hergé Tintin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much great stuff out there for everybody to look at and be influenced by. And then here again, you're all lost. You know, this guy can't see this great detail, this crowd here walking. Fantastic. Sorry, it's so muddled.
Look at that bottom left panel there with that reflection of that thing in the water. What they're standing on, yeah. Fantastic art.
It is. I like this in general. The whole feel of it is great.
Yeah, it's lovely. Not sure about the Dogman though.
Dogman.
Is that Lex Luthor at the top?
No, it's that guy with the skull here with the little mechanic around the back, or back of his head over his ear.
Yeah.
Guy from Cloud City, Bespin. And then this guy's got a skull cap straight out of Flash Gordon.
Cloud City.
Swear my sister had a hole in the ozone over her head wherever she went. I used to make my hand flat, then smash down the top of her head. Like I killed her. The 80s. Great for lion mane hair women. I think that kind of faded out when Michael Jackson's hair caught fire on that Pepsi commercial.
Oh. That was the beginning of the end for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When he went from a handsome dude to a waxwork.
Yeah,
they melted a little bit in the fire. Yeah.
Such a pity.
But he had no plastic surgery done.
Of course not.
It's such a pity. He was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Really was, and it's obviously missed with his head. He felt he had to do that.
Fame.
Well, his family as well, by the sounds of it. It's like the whole pressure of being a child star and just messed him up, didn't it? And whatever else went on, I'm not suggesting anything. I don't know. All I know is he's messed up.
Well, you have about that is conjecture anyway. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All I know is that it's quite obvious. You just have to look at the fact that he did that to his face. It's like when there's no need for him to have done that to his face. He's all messed up, and bless him, or whatever. I don't know. I feel sorry for him either way, I suppose.
I was stunned to learn that wasn't his real voice.
What? Where are we going now? We're going off into
I moved it up a little bit.
What?
Oh no! They actually there's he used his actual voice in Captain EO for the Disneyland ride, and it sounds completely different from his. He intentionally spoke soft spoken.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I'd have to dig up that. I'd have to dig up that YouTube video on it. But yeah,
Michael Jackson, come on, so could you use your real voice, Michael? All right then.
Yeah, well,
pretty much that's what it was.
There was a documentary when he died, and the guy said he didn't speak like that. He rang him up once, and he rang his number, his personal number, and the voice said, "Hello."
Speak.
And he said, "Oh, Michael, it's Phil." And he says, "Oh, hi." You know, he changed into Michael Jackson type. That's what he said.
Oh no, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was stunned too. Yeah, I didn't know that
shocked.
a few weeks ago. Yeah. Sarah says his dad used to make fun of his nose all the time.
Did
he?
Right.
Oh,
starting at a very young age.
Yeah.
Why?
Dad was extremely abusive. I think his downfall was when Bashar interviewed him. Bashir.
Yeah.
So are we going into Milli Vanilli with the voices? No, not quite. Says the abuse started when he was a tot. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he only felt safe and happy when he was literally on stage, didn't he? Because he knew that his dad couldn't get him while he was up there singing.
Wow, that's really
sad. That is sad. Yeah, that's awful. It's horrible.
It's the same thing with Marvin Gaye, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye's dad used to. Oh, we won't go into it, but he used to batter him when he was a kid, and then he shot him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop in for the Moebius, stay for the conversation, folks. There we are. Who knows where we'll go? Yep.
It's good. You get a little bit of chat, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some great art, you know. Well, mostly.
Floating whale, too.
Look at that.
Yeah. An upside down whale.
Yeah. Little nicer, little brighter palette there on this area.
They've got the Fantastic Four uniforms on there.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of Avatar coming in. That little thing she's got at the bottom. You know those plants that follow them when I don't know, they're going through the woods or something. And when she's that thing floating up from her hand at the bottom. That little right at the bottom there, see it floating up. Those sparkly things in Avatar when they go in the woods and.
Oh yeah,
sparkly things.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the new? Has the new one been released yet?
No, I couldn't be bothered to sit through a film that long.
Is
the
it
second one's out? The second one's out on Disney Plus. I've watched maybe a half an hour of it and I was caught it in the middle and stopped watching. So.
I couldn't. No.
Yeah.
Well,
I did get Justice League, the special edition,
and
I had to watch it in 2 sittings. I couldn't sit and watch that whole thing.
That Snyderverse can get pretty oppressive.
Yeah. Well, no, just because it was so long. It was just so long.
Yeah.
It's like it even came halfway through the movie. It stopped and said, you can put the other disc in or whatever. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is a long movie.
Yeah.
So I came back a week later.
Yeah. Matt Black says, join us tomorrow, where we will continue the chat with My Mom Has 6 Breasts. In the meantime, it's good night from him to good night from the rest of us. Salutes the camera and gives a cheeky wink.
You've seen that film Paul, haven't you? When he draws that alien with 3 tits, and everybody comments on it, and then the alien does at the end. You've seen that, haven't you?
No, I don't remember the 3 tits thing. I've seen Paul, but I don't remember the 3 tits thing.
Yeah, it was
That's the one with the road trip with the alien, the Roswell.
Yeah,
alien.
yeah. He's a comic book artist, and he draws it on his comic. He's got an alien with 3 tits, and I can't remember his name now. The guy who plays Scotty, doesn't he? He says to him, "Oh, it's got 3 tits." And then when they get arrested by the FBI, the FBI man says, "Look at this, it's got 3 tits." And then at the end, when this spaceship lands and they get on the spaceship, this alien's got the comic, and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, 3 tits." It's just really fun. He says it in Alien, it's subtitled.
Oh, right. 3 tits.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a great film, that.
Almost lost here.
Come back with the colour. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Yeah, very muddy. Yeah.
It's Stuart Reed in the negative
really
zone,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Super dark.
There's some lovely work in here as well. It's a bit simpler than a lot of his stuff, but still the form and everything's lovely.
Yeah, if you look long enough, you'll see some drawings.
Yeah.
That's rough. Looks better on camera. Looking at it on my screen, it looks just a little brighter than what it does in real life. A lot of this detail, this is all flattened out here. It almost looks like one color. You can barely tell the differences in the dark blue and the purple.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
That's
Simon
it.
Pegg,
Yeah.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah. Like this. That's nice. Almost like a blood clot kind of thing.
Wow.
It shifted colors again.
I can't make my mind about this stuff, you know. It keeps changing all the time. It's a bit unsettling, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Chapter 3, come forward. It's a silence. I just received a telepathic order from the great dark.
I've heard it all now.
To launch the 10,000 shadow eggs. Yow.
That's what I used to tell my mum. I've received a telepathic order, Mum. I'm sorry, I've got to do it.
And then that was followed by a slap.
Yeah.
I'll
give you bloody pathic.
Sarah says, yeah, that's a jarring change between turns of pages. Says, yes, Glenn, just saying the same thing. Says it's very odd. Yeah. Well, you know, all meant to be taken in individual chapters. So,
yeah.
I've completed my boob covering. Oh, wow. 10 panel grid. Woohoo. Don't see that often.
A little bit of fighting going on.
I think he's got beaten. The robot's going to smack him on the head.
It's a scene from Kill Bill.
Yeah. That's a nice sidekick he's got going on there, though.
Says, I turned it off, but tomorrow you'll have to do 6 hours of basic training.
So he's turned it off before it whacks him on the head.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Stop the damn rod. Yeah. It's about to take it on the head. What is this? Through the robot's eye? Kind of pixelated.
Yeah.
That's all it needs.
Yeah.
It's like it's a superior martial artist. You could just do it blindfold. It's Rutger Hauer. There's a name from the past.
Should have been Road Trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1994. Yeah.
I was going to say it's a bit old. In the after
94
when he
would have
did
been
Blade,
good.
I think he was 40 when he did Blade Runner. That's when he should have been doing it
All
before
right,
that.
should have done it then. Really, yeah. It was Blade Runner. That was the 80s, wasn't it?
82.
Late
Was
80s.
it really that
No,
early? 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
82. Good lord.
There's a video out I saw not too long ago talking about how Blade Runner changed cinema. Even though it didn't do well at the box office, it completely altered science fiction.
So I always think you've probably got a good film when the critics don't like it.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, it has to be said.
The same with Dune. I thought Dune was fantastic, but I read so much critiques of it, how rubbish it was, and they didn't understand it. Well, it doesn't mean it's bad because you don't understand it.
Yeah,
all that means is that you don't understand it.
Why on earth do we elevate personal opinions?
Yeah.
It's like you're allowed your personal opinion, full on, good on you, and you can give that personal opinion to other people and say this is what I think, but that doesn't mean that what you think is right.
Yeah.
So it's this way that like all these reviewers are say given a 5-star to a game or a film or a book, and it's like, yeah, but it's just a bunch of personal opinions, and let's be honest, a lot of personal opinions that are public in that way are biased because they go with the groupthink at any one moment in time. So why on earth would you ever listen to a review? You just go and find out for yourself.
Do you remember Barry Norman, Ross? He used to do the film. He used to do the films, and he was quite good. And I always remember way back in the late 70s when The Deer Hunter came out, and he went through that, and he said that it was a good film, but the Russian roulette scene was historically incorrect.
So
now, no, but the point there is, how does he know that?
Yeah.
That was a big war going on for 15 years as far as the United States were concerned.
Was that film supposed to be a historically accurate reproduction of a particular event, or was it supposed to convey the emotion and the turbulence of the time?
Yeah, it was just
you can't have it both ways. Do you know what I mean? You can't have it both ways. It's like over here when they talk about what's that Bridgerton thing, because it's got diversity in it, and it's like, yeah, but it's not a historical document. It's just fun. Do you know what I mean? Just like leave it alone. Whereas if you change the immutable aspects of people who are involved in a historical document, then that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. It's a historical document. So to say that about that film, I think is, I used to like him, but that's very much a personal opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bridgerton, though,
automatically make him right. So
that's fantasy right off the bat. I mean,
and so what? Enjoy it.
You go up. Yeah, exactly.
The thing I don't like about the modern day thing is the way that they were making a film about the D-Day landers and British paratroopers. My dad was one, and on D-Day, and they got black guys in the plane because somebody'd be upset that why are you not showing black people? Well, there weren't any black troops in the British Airborne at that time.
At that moment in time, it's like there were diverse troops in the Allies, of course there were, but don't take them and mismatch them up if you're creating a historical document, or even if you're referring to historical facts, even if it's a sort of fantasy and you're referring to historical facts. That's why Bridgerton works, because even though it's set in that period of time where effectively the diversity is incorrect, it doesn't matter. It's a complete fantasy. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy it, and that's where a lot of this diversity stuff gets it wrong. It's like, if you're going to make something, and it's fantasy. Fine, all the gloves are off. You do whatever you like. That's great. But if you're going to do something that's supposedly historically correct, then you've got to be very careful about that stuff, because you're effectively lying to people.
Yeah, it's done on purpose, because they did that Anne Boleyn thing. They had Anne Boleyn as a black girl, and Anne Boleyn wasn't black.
No, exactly. That's ridiculous. Whereas if you're doing, I don't know. I think if you're doing reinterpretations, that's just fine. I mean, for instance, the Romeo and Juliet, which was done in, I think, was it in the 90s, and that had a complete diverse cast before anybody was talking about diversity. And it was the original Hamlet. It was just done in a modern setting. And obviously, in the modern setting, there would be a diverse range of people there, and it absolutely worked. So I don't get it. I think a lot of the time it's just forcing things in, and much like we were saying about reboots and stuff, it's all done from up on high, isn't it? Executives a lot of the time saying you got to do this, you got to do that. So, but never mind. I tell you what I've been watching is that SAS.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
Heroes.
That. I've not got around
mate,
to that yet. Is it good?
You got to watch that. It's cracking.
Right. Okay.
This guy's very good. Again, it's not completely truthful, but a lot of the historical stuff they got correct in it. So,
yeah, the one thing that I got out of Deer Hunter, to go back to what we were talking about before, was that it was interesting to see that it showed me a place that was more desolate than Flint. Pennsylvania steelworker area. It's like, wow. Yeah, we thought we had it bad. If that was back in the late 70s, right?
Yeah. So Matt Black Gaming just said it wasn't until the Tuskegee Airmen film came out did I even know about black regiments, etc. And it's like, I think what the problem is when you change it, say you have all these airmen, okay, and they were all white at the time, and you sprinkle some black people in there or other races, what you're doing is you're actually taking away from the fact that there was racism at the time and that blacks were segregated into their own regiments.
Yeah.
That's more of a point. That's the point you should be making. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're masking everything, aren't you? Just for the sake of keeping a few people happy.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
Paddy Mayne is a complete psycho as far as I can tell, Matt.
A story about Paddy Mayne.
That's the guy in charge of the SAS. So.
Yeah.
They were psychos, yeah. Absolute psychos. Although, if you've ever met anyone from 3 Para, you'll know they're a bit fun. Let's call them fun.
I have no idea what 3 Para is.
3 Para is a paratrooping regiment. It's
gotcha.
They go it, yeah. So my
You
brother was in the army.
Yeah,
my brother was in the army, and I met a few choice people who were extremely fun in a pub.
Yeah. Well, jumping out of a plane into combat takes a whole.
Yeah, you got to be nuts to do that, haven't you? Really? Yeah. Thing is back then in the war, it wasn't about being nuts. A lot of the time, you were just told what to do.
Yep.
It was just the meat grinder. It's lightened up. The line work's lightened up again.
Gotten a little thinner, yeah.
Mm.
Here it's old Moebius. Right here.
Yeah. And he's gone back to the big noses, the cartoony kind of faces, and
I think that's the characters he's getting across their every man look.
But it's but that's
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it's a bit sort of like you were saying, Glenn. It's a bit sort of Tintinish, you know.
Yeah. Well, that panel, the second panel with that green wall, looks like it's embossed, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, very clever colouring, actually.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
It's very nice. But the colouring is letting me down on this. I'm not liking it really. It's too samey. It's too muddy. Too browny and reddy.
That panel turned out real well though. Out in the open. I thought this was the Legionnaire Clubhouse, though, to start with. Legion of Superheroes.
Ooh, that's better. Look at that. Looks really warm, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like that crazy array of ships here. Millions of spaceships from all over known space gather as the time of the 5,000-year games approaches.
Wow. It's Devil's Tower in Wyoming.
I was going to say that. Exactly that. Really almost reminds you of it.
Or maybe Ayers Rock, Uluru in Australia.
A great sense of scale there, though.
Yeah.
On the planet as well. The image with the planet and the image with the Ayers Rock thing. It's like,
it's fantastic.
Wonderful scale.
That both of those pages work really well for me.
Is that at the bottom panel? Is that lots of people sitting down? It is, isn't it? They all
Yeah,
look
it
the
is.
same. They all look the same.
They're all dressed the same color.
Wow, look at that.
Right out of Gladiator here.
I think Moebius must be the only person who beat Jack Kirby as to getting 20 million people in one panel.
Yeah.
Some of those Kirby covers you've seen have got about 50 people on, haven't they? Look at that. Fantastic. Wow.
So we beat aliens again.
Yeah. It's the ascension of the Sacre-Cœur again.
Sacred cone.
Is he tapping him on the head with that spear? Does he say donk at the top? Shut up. He's tapping him on the head into that spear, telling him to shut up with donk.
Oh, here. Yeah.
See it?
Shut up.
Damn.
You loon.
Oh, let's see what one is. 3, 2. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh.
They're all run. Oh, look at that. That's actually quite a cool scene.
It's a great panel, but it's a letdown from what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. That's at the Camp Nou, that's Russ.
The what?
The Camp Nou, Real Madrid's. It's huge. You get 100,000 people in it.
It's like they're all crowding on the Sacred Dome here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, the Sacred Dome. Dome!
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 Let me through, out of my way. I've seen your kind before, Mac. I'm going to take care of you right away. What? Take care of me? Bravo. What a fight. This is what I call a show. Look at the big one. It just fell. I want to eat that one. These humans are really funny. Yeah, they love life so much, they die like flies. Ouch. Wait for me. A few hundred survivors still fighting and finally reach the much coveted cone, leaving behind an actual river of blood. The cone, she's here, waiting for me. No, me. They're all bleeding. Back, you vermin. Gorgoo, the filthy, is the best. Straight out of those old monster books.
Yeah.
at that face. Looks like it
I
could
was
be on
Gozo, the man from the moon.
I am Gorgru the filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh no. Somebody's come flying in. The rats. I recognize him. What's that? Human wimp who was with that pink-skinned witch. Damnation.
So what are they all trying to do? Get to the top?
Yeah. Get into the cone to talk to whoever's in there. Nice graduated tone here.
Yeah.
Two clicks in Photoshop, but back then that was all done by hand. Yeah. Chapter 4, Royal Wedding.
That horrible brown, whatever it is, red or whatever color it is. It's horrible.
Another great panel.
Too dark.
Make love to me.
Let me out of here. Oh, drown yourself in me, my love.
This is terrible. Let me out of here.
Okay. Did I frighten you? No. Oh, there we go. Russell's been drawing this page.
That bottom panel's rather frightening, isn't it? I'll do it.
It's a Russ Leach special. He's got to put hair over it.
Go for it. It's a mound of looks like dough.
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 Oh.
Madly in love. Can I won't. John DeFool, you spineless wimp. Where's your vaunted aggressivity?
Aggressivity.
Go for it.
Is that a word?
Do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Emma?
Oh, right. Yeah. Get straight on with it.
Art for art's sake. Here we go.
Okay.
Come closer, my love. Come and join your bride and her on her nuptial bed. Yep. With your own image.
And they're watching, aren't they?
Matt Black Gaming. I bet he felt a right tit then.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Descriptive and funny.
Just a pile of dough, folks.
Yeah, it's not a real woman. I'm a real boy.
Exactly right.
It's now a pile of slightly soiled dough.
That says, I bet he felt a right tit then. Yeah.
This is a bizarre book.
Well, that's why we're looking at it. Yeah. Joforowski and Moebius at their most bizarre. Stop.
We were on a break.
There you go.
Wasn't my fault.
Scared her, though. Ask for what you want, you shall have it.
I've got coffee and biscuits. Mm-hmm.
I want a small hero paradise with lots of flowers and bananas, beaches, and
bananas.
Romeo sluts of all colors. And he's gone mad. Certainly the INCAL is really small here. What an asshole. What a jerk. John, don't stop your stupid jokes. You know what you have to ask for. Okay. We want technologia. That nasty space mushroom? What an odd idea. It's not even a nice place. Trying to destroy it. They're funny ideas. But if that's what it takes to get the INCAL, you've got yourself a deal. But first, my human form needs love. Come, my Johnny, love me hard.
Oh, my word.
A little bit more snap, crackle, pop in. Yes.
That's a great top panel. That lighting.
I love that graduated tone.
Yeah.
And again,
I would say it's straight out of a science fiction film. That's brilliant.
this is pre-show Photoshop too, so that's all done by hand. Beautifully done. Now let's see one possible explanation. The barrier is programmed to stop any matter or energy from our own galaxy. The Berg's molecular structure must be subtly different from ours. That's why our shield is inoperative. We'll have to fight. Boom.
Space battle.
Yeah.
I really like that that plastic tube on the bottom right there. They're walking through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
Virus Tenebrae.
There's that little guy again with the pterodactyl. He's suddenly
Yeah.
appeared.
He's everywhere, isn't he? He's like a little space penguin.
I think I'll have to have him flying past Hatch in a strip
Yeah, do it.
and him wondering what it is.
I love the space penguins. Oh God, she's gone all gloopy as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Going back to Gloopy.
I'm having a relationship with Gloop.
She's gotten what she wants out of him, and now she's reverted back to her true form.
What is that? What's the space penguin saying? Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh. Human race is a treacherous one, but no matter, I've been impregnated. We no longer need any other races. Come, my subjects, let us return to our homeworld and wait for the golden age of the Berg Empire. She got what she wanted out of it. Useless, my brother. Face the truth. Anima and John love each other. She will never be yours. The ultimate face of frustration. Your senses, Metabear, and accept the loss of my sister. I am here in her stead. Yes, me. Join her energies and bring back that idiot John DeFool.
Then we got Hakusai again at the top right.
Yeah. So they brought him back once they combined their energies. Uh-oh. It's
And then
more
at the
off
bottom,
human
we've got
sense.
Reed and Sue in the negative zone again.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Feel like the space jellyfish though. But a psychovirus is different. This sickness is strange. In theory, the energy egg that surrounds the emperor matrix is impervious to any kind of virus. Psychovirus is different. Somebody's about to be psychovirused. Boom.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
A little bit of
Whoa.
in there.
Grab it. Oh.
Very evil looking.
Yeah.
What tragic horror. That traitor Greyfield infected the Emperor Atrix with the virus, Tenebrae.
Lovely. Those on the left-hand side, the big panel. Left-hand side.
Oh, here.
Yeah. The people. Lovely body language.
Yeah.
No, in the people that are
Yeah.
excellent body language. Their weight and everything. They look like they're shocked by it. Very clever.
Standing and reeling backwards. Yeah.
And on the big panel, the bubbles at the top or whatever on his head, the monster, they look really menacing going the distance at the top. Like a lot of people, like a lot of people watching, don't they?
Yeah, that is good. I like that. They're two
I
of the
like
best pages.
Yeah, I like the design on the egg.
Like
Yeah.
alien eggs. Alien
Black and
eggs.
white on it.
Yeah.
The Great Darkness.
Very cool.
End of book 4.
Oh, we're done.
And
Good timing that actually, isn't it?
All right.
yeah. So that was the INCAL 2. Joforowski and Moebius. Next week, we'll get into book 3,
Yeah.
the final chapter.
Wow. Is this not collected as one volume?
I have seen it collected as one volume. Yeah. I think IDW did that within the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. I think it was IDW.
I wonder what the coloring's like on that, if they changed it.
I looked into it. I think it's the same as this.
Right.
I don't think they changed it any. Now it's going to show the cover for book 3, but I can't find it right off the bat here. Do have it here somewhere. Oh, sorry about that. There it is.
Wow.
Book 3. Next week.
Nice cover.
Matt Black says, Glenn, you should do Elon Musk's spaceman in the Tesla flying past Hatch.
Yeah.
And Hatch does him for speeding.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
INCAL book 3 next week, folks. More craziness as we hit the climax of the story. More to come. More craziness on the way. Speaking of craziness, this Sunday Funnies, we're going to be looking at a crazy property from the Silver Age from DC. Crazy. We're looking at the Atomic Knights.
Oh, look at that.
From Strange Adventures.
Knights with laser guns. Dalmatians. You gotta love it.
It's
Is
going
John
to be
Travolta
fantastic.
in it with that that disco ball?
It's a disco
little-
ball.
It's a little before John's time. Yeah.
Staying alive.
It is described as World War III. It says, welcome to the post-apocalyptic world of 1986.
We missed it.
No, we didn't. We lived through it.
That's right. Guys in suits of armor riding mutated Dalmatians. Stop by for the Atomic Nights this Sunday. Sunday Funnies. Definitely one of the oddest series that DC ever printed in Strange Adventures, right up there with Space Taxi and Adam Strange.
Space Taxi.
Great stuff. A great artwork by Murphy Anderson. Some fantastic work. You don't want to miss it.
Wasn't Danny DeVito in Space Taxi?
Might have been. I don't think they
Only
ever filmed
just.
that. Yeah.
Only when the camera was in the right place.
Yeah.
Stop back next week for INCAL 3, next Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll have that for you.
If they forgot the
In the
tripod, it'd be in it. Sorry, go on.
Pardon?
Nothing. Carry on.
I was going to say, in the meantime, we're really glad you stopped by. We appreciate you, even those that watch us after we are live. We know that's the majority of our viewership. We deeply appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button no matter when you watch us. Hit that like button, hit that any type of comment, any interaction on any platform that we're on just goes to help our algorithms and helps us to be seen further out. So we deeply appreciate you being here and your participation. It's absolutely free.
Putting up with our insane drivel.
And occasionally talk about comics.
Yeah.
Come for the comics, stay for the weird conversations. Yeah, exactly. We appreciate you being here anyway. We don't make any money doing this. That's why we're running those little links there at the bottom of the screen. But we love doing it. We love looking over this stuff. If you go back in our archive, and we are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. We've been doing this for, I don't know what now, for at least a year and a half.
It's got to be 2 years, isn't it?
Maybe even close to a couple of years. And we just love doing it. We've looked at a variety of sequential art, and there'll be a lot more to come as well. So make sure you stop back by and take a look at what we're looking at. Join the conversation if you can. So make sure you hit that like button and interact with those platforms. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications if you can. And stop back by and look at our other shows. So, Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can. Oh, look at that lovely painting. That's not me.
Great
You can tell because
painting.
there's no hair. I've got no hair, but this guy's got hair, and that's Cole, and he's in at the Atlantean. And you can read about him and his adventures with Brawl against the Serpent Empire by going to russleach.com. Sign up for that email list so you can find out more about issue 2. Issue 1 is available right now. You look at the links that are going across the bottom of the screen. You can go buy The Shadow Kingdom, where the whole story kicks off from, where we adapted Robert E. Howard's original work. And those original characters were going off in the spirit of Robert E. Howard's writings and taking them off into their own adventures. That's the Atlantean. Issue 1 is there. You can click on the link, go get that. Go get it from Critical Blast. You can get it slightly cheaper at Critical Blast. We get a little bit more, but obviously you've got postage. If you're an Amazon Prime member, then it's obviously worth going to Amazon and getting it there. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's just like $2 more expensive, but obviously you get your postage thrown in for free. Either way, it's a great read. People are loving it. Go check it out. You can go find that Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Critical Blast, whatever, and you can pick it up there. I will be dropping the links in the latest newsletter. Like I say, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. I'll just give you a quick insight into what's going on with issue 2. Don't worry, no boobs.
I was going to say,
There you go.
show up that pencil work. You might have to use some black boxes.
No. I've now got. There's no boobs now. You can't see any of the boobs. There you go. Strategic hair placement is the order of the day.
Yeah. You covered them all up. Here we are.
Yep. So that's one of the things that's going on at the moment. There's a page. If I can pick out another page, there you go. See, strategic placement. We love it. There's a bit of a fight going on there.
Yeah.
Some more strategic placement. So it's that kind of stuff. It's really good fun. We're enjoying it. Oh, there's a little bit of side boob there, but that's acceptable. So if you like that kind of thing, if you like your barbarianism and your dragons, you're going to go find it at the Atlantean. Like I say, sign up, email list at russleach.com.
Lots of fun. Can't wait for you to see issue 2. It's going to be incredible. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Usual places, Facebook, Twitter, but go to Amazon and buy all my 12 books, especially this one. And this one, Revelations from Mr. Trump soon, President Trump soon. Anyway.
Well, like you said, we'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. They won't be, but we'll see. Yeah, just go to Amazon. Yeah, it will be. Put my name in Google. Something will come up. Probably learning of my arrest today for showing those books. But go to Fund My Comic and pick up my Hatch annotated book there. But mainly go to Amazon. You get lots of things on there, including this one. I'll just show this one. My Visit to See Jack Kirby. Get that.
Great book. Lots of photos, folks. Really good. Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. We deeply appreciate you stopping by. We hope that you've had a good time, and we love showing this stuff off and talking amongst ourselves. That's why we do it. The Comics by Night every Friday at 5 a.m. and Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. on Sunday. Those are Eastern Standard Time time slots. So deeply appreciate you stopping by. Take a look at Shadow Kingdom Hatch annotated in the Atlantean one when you can. Other products from Arrow are on the way. If you go over to Fund My Comic, take a look around. You'll see AR13L over there as well. I think the Fool campaign is still up over there as also. So go and enjoy those. Fool is a book that I wrote that with artwork by Chris Tyson. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you soon. Take care, everyone, and
see ya.
Have a great weekend. On our way out the door, we have this important little bit of news to share with you. Yep. So hang on.
Moments for customers at a Kansas Home Depot. Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police he warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you? To Ethan now, please.
No.
Are we going to have to go to a commercial?
No, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
You're going to get it.
I just
what was all that about?
Bathroom. I don't think you want to go in there.
No, he walked in the bathroom and warned everybody to leave because he was about to blow it up. So somebody called in a bomb scare.
Oh, dear.
Good job there's nothing serious going on in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the news, you know.
Folks, we'll see you soon. If you want to see me in person, I'm going to be at the Great Lakes Comic-Con there in the middle of February. Looking forward to that at the Macomb Community College. 3-day show. Kevin Eastman will also be there, so we can yell at each other about how they were supposed to bring us along with their little turtle group. And
is Roseman going to be there?
I don't think so. I don't see him on the guest list, but he might be. You never know.
They seek him there. They seek him there.
And I'll also be at the Kalamazoo show in April. And then I just signed contracts for the Grand Rapids Con again this year in November. So that far in
They have great names in America, don't they? Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Fantastic.
Michigan.
Kalamazoo sounds like something should be in a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something you blow into or something you go see.
They'd go and copyright it, wouldn't they? They'd copyright it and you couldn't say where you lived.
Something that
call
simpletons make music with.
Yeah, they
Kalamazoo.
just call it Kazoo for short. Yeah. Take care, everybody. See you next time on the next one. Deeply appreciate you being here. Go visit your local retailer. They need your help as much as ever now, especially with diamond liquidating the way that they are. They're going to have a real rough time this year just paying their bills. So go over there and take a look. Spend some time, if you can, with your local retailer. Look at those boxes that might have a little bit of dust on them that nobody's gone through, all their back issues. There's some incredibly great stuff sitting there waiting for you to discover. And I'm sure your local retailer would be happy to see it go out the door and into your hands. And how can you go wrong? There's so much great material out there. I think that's it. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next one.
How many times a week do I eat butter sausage?
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Bye, Jack.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
No horseshit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.